On Thanksgiving morning, me and John hunted down here in these woods all morning. I was shooting a centerfire rifle. Well, that afternoon he went to his family's gathering, dinner, and I don't have a family to gather and dinner with, so I came back down here to hunt by myself. Instead of picking up that centerfire rifle, I picked up my black powder rifle. It was already loaded and cap on it. It was a centerfire. It's a Knight Wolverine 50 caliber. And I was sitting right here. It's about the same time of day, about 5:15, 5:25, and I wasn't really paying attention. And I happened to notice movement to my right, and right down there, where that bucket, that part of a 5-gallon bucket is, there were 2 does standing down there. That's about 30, 35 feet from where I'm sitting on this little hill behind my little ground plan in a chair with this rifle across my lap. And there's not much screening me from where that bucket is. And there was a mama doe and a little one. And I started to move real slow to get in position to shoot. And every time I moved, she'd look at me. And I had to stop. And I'd watch her, and I was watching that little doe. Then right behind them, there's a creek. And coming across that creek were 2 more. I said, wow, this Thanksgiving, this is going to be a good Thanksgiving. I remember this hunt. I said, I'm going to get me one of them does, but they're too close for comfort. So I had to watch all 4 as I slowly moved around and kind of skirted around in my seat a little bit without making noise or too much movement, and I'd have to freeze when she was looking at me, because that's awful close. They can hear just about anything from that close. But I got fully turned around, and I got the rifle pointed at her. She's so close, I can't see her through my scope, but she's right there where that bucket is. And I said, well, if I can find that gray piece of pipe sticking out in my scope, I could find her. And so I looked and I found that pipe and moved over a little bit, and I finally found her. Had it right on her chest. I knew it was going to shoot high at this distance because it set in at 75 yards, so I compensated for that. And I just knew I had her. I clicked it off safety. Didn't make any sound. And I squeezed that trigger. That crosshair's right on her chest. It snapped. The firing pin hit. It came down, but the primer cap did not detonate. It didn't go off. Not even the primer cap. It just came down and made a snapping noise. Of course, that scared them, and they all took off. I had fired that rifle 10 times previously to set it in. It fired perfectly. Not one misfire. And I cleaned it and reloaded it, put that cap on there. It's a CCI cap. But it's not the cap, because the cap didn't get hit hard enough. I think it's that mainspring around the plunger on the firing part. Wow. Now that was my Thanksgiving. So I went home and had a beer. What a story.